As soon as I arrive, this truck arrives as well. He goes into the corner and he sits here watching me. He's been here for a minute, and I'm quite sure he's waiting to see when I get on the train. This is a DPW city truck. He's not working. He's watching. Just watching me. And I can see him watching me. And he knows that I'm filming him too. And the next train will be here shortly. So let's just see how long he sits here. Because I know he's waiting for me to get out. He wants to take a picture, most likely, and to let somebody know that I'm here and that I got on the train. This is a normal, everyday thing for these gang stalkers. They want to keep track of every little thing that you do, hoping that they can control your life, or at least keep tabs on you in some sick, sadistic kind of a way. But I know for a fact that this will soon come to an end. The world has been exposing this gang stalking for a long time, and a lot more people are aware of it. It has reached all the way up to the Senate House, and I know the elites at the top are the ones who are the puppet masters, and they are all involved with their satanic rituals and practices. A lot of the young people and the people at the bottom don't really understand how this works. I encountered a homeless woman yesterday who I told her that I knew she was gang stalking because I knew her hand signal and what she was communicating to other people. The first reaction she said was I was crazy, and I laughed. That seems to be their routine response, that someone is crazy. Truth of the matter is, they're crazy because they would be recruited to do something ridiculous without any questions asked and just take a gift card as compensation. The lady proceeded to tell me that she was homeless and that she wouldn't be doing anything like this. I thought that it was rather interesting that she would tell me, as if it matters whether you have a home or you're homeless, because it doesn't matter. This person who's sitting here in the truck, this is his day job, and he's taking time off, or maybe he went in early just so they can have enough time to watch me. This is something that they routinely do. There's a lot of people who have a home who will leave their home early in the morning or at whatever time in the day and part-time stalk. That's their cover. They have a job, they have a home, so they have a cover, supposedly. A lot of this gang stalking is being exposed because of the hand signals, because of how they operate, because of how they communicate. And it's being exposed because a lot of people are sick and tired of being stalked. They're sick and tired of a system that is funding and encouraging this criminal activity. They're also tired of people following them around. Quite honestly, the more it happens, the more I uncover exactly what's happening and why. Not that I'm inviting anybody to continue, but just to let you people know, just like everyone else, I get to uncover more about you as you make every attempt to learn about me. I'm learning about you too. Just like all the other TIs, targeted individuals, many of us are learning more about these perpetrators and how this whole system is being put together. And a lot of times it has more to do with the system being intimidated by people like us. Everyone has the potential to be rich. Everyone has the potential to do great things. And this system is designed so that everyone does not get that opportunity. Opportunities and chances are taken away from people like us because the people at the top are intimidated that they will no longer be important. They will no longer have power. They will no longer be the puppet masters, and that they will have to be in competition to remain at the top because of people like us. So I understand what's going on here. It's not about black and white. It's about a unique individual who's empowered, who's intelligent, who has culture, even those who has an anointing. A lot of people who are chosen, a lot of people who are called. You're trying to suppress people like us because you want to be at the top by yourself. You want to be the puppet master. You want to be in control of what's going on. And you want to be the only person who has the say-so on who does what, when, where, and how. That's why this is being done to people like us. I realized this gang stalking back in May, actually, probably in April. I didn't understand what was happening to me, but I quickly learned by the activities of these gang stalkers. I quickly learned how they move, how they operate, how well they're connected. A lot of other TIs are learning as well. We now know that there are apps. We now know there are social media sites, pages that are set up, people that are set in place, people that are given assignments, people that are told what to do, how to do it, when to do it, people who stay on the phone with their little earbuds all day, every day, people who act like and live like robots.
She tried to be a singer. It didn't work out for her, but
the saddest thing that I've seen so far is all the chuckling and laughing that people do, because it only exposes them for the connection that they have. Why else would anybody laugh? What is there to laugh about? You're supposedly trying to intimidate me and deter me away from thinking what I'm thinking. So I guess to try to make fun of me, make me feel bad. But the truth is, you only let me know that you're a part of the sick, sadistic scheme. Now this car pulls up and sits right in front. I guess I'm supposed to pay attention to you more so than the guy in the truck, because this car just pulls up out of nowhere. And he stays right in front. Yes, I see you. I see you. And I'll be learning soon enough why you need me to see you. And while I'm doing this, I guess there's supposed to be a distraction while someone else takes my picture, like this woman over here. While she gets out of her car and while she takes her picture. And then they get the chance to pull off, I guess, because they have no other reason to be sitting here. They just pulled up out of nowhere, and now they're just sitting here. I guess a distraction from this truck again. We'll see soon enough. So what normally happens is, while I pull up at the train station, there's a number of other people who are getting into position, like this lady, like this guy in the car, like that guy in the truck. And their first job is to make sure they know who I am by first identifying my car. Second thing that they want to know is what I'm wearing, so they can tell everybody else who's on assignment. And then the other thing that they want to do is make sure that they keep track of what train I get on. They want to let somebody know if I did get on the train, if I missed my train, because these trains are so like clockwork. They'll know exactly what time that I'll get into the city. And they'll have somebody in the city waiting for me, so they can communicate to everybody else who's a part of today's assignment that I got off the train. And you'll have a bunch of other people who's waiting down the street and on the sidewalk, both homeless, both working people, business owners, street cart workers. They'll all be waiting for me. so that they can take my picture, text, and communicate my movements. And when I get to work, there'll be more people at work who will also be communicating my whereabouts, my movements, everything that I do. Even if I go to the bathroom. Now, I guess supposedly this guy's getting on the train. Why he needs to sit here while he waits for the train, I don't know. Maybe because the ramp is right there. I don't know. I think it's rather interesting. Definitely interesting that he wants to wear shades. Now, yes, I could be getting on this train, but that's my choice. My choice. And I guess I have now surprised him for the first time today, or maybe the second time, because it didn't seem like there were too many people who were following me to the train station today. I was pretty much under the radar. Usually I'll see maybe about 10 or 15 cars sitting along the side of the road. People getting in and out of their cars to let me know that they see me. People making hand signals to their eyes, face, nose, and belly so that I know that they're there. A lot of times people don't know what I'm thinking until I say it. So I'm quite sure there's a lot of surprised people who will watch this video today who will also be surprised of what I know. Now, I'm focused back on this truck because isn't he supposed to be working? Or is he on his first break for the day? Those are some of the things that I pay attention to and other targeted individuals pay attention to. And those are a lot of the things that usually point out these gang stalkers. Now, there are some TIs who are actually now pursuing legal matters with these people because they will see certain people all the time. And all you need to do is know the law of the land. Know the laws in New Jersey when you're being stalked in New Jersey. Know the law in New York City when you're being stalked in New York City. Virginia, Florida, Pennsylvania, wherever you go. Make sure that you're well informed and well prepared for whatever comes your way. My greatest defense and offense is the Lord God Almighty. A lot of people will laugh when they hear that. But the truth of the matter is, I'm alive and well today because of God. The Lord Jesus Christ died so that I will have life and have it more abundantly. And believe it or not, I'm living an abundant life. Trials and tribulations will come, but the Bible says the Lord will deliver me from them all. There's no one greater than God. There's no one greater than Him, Jesus Christ. I can go through a lot and have gone through a lot. And one of the things that I do know about these cowardly gang stalkers, they could never endure a day in my shoes. Never. That's why they do what they do. A lot of them have been recruited because they were targeted individuals. And they couldn't handle it. So they decided to join them because rather than handling it in various ways, because there are ways that you can handle this, some people will get a gun, a machete, and stand on the street corner and go postal and kill others, and go to jail or kill themselves to end it all. Some people will, all right, I won't tell what some TIs are doing because a lot of them aren't even posting it on YouTube. But there's ways that you can handle this. People in the streets double cross each other all the time, and yet There are a lot of... This one lady over here taking a sneak picture of me, and then she jumps back in her car. I think that's really interesting. But a lot of these people in the streets will double cross each other. And I know a lot of them who are on the streets are on the streets because they're permitted to be there by the police. And they're kind of given a role of a double agent. Drug dealer by day, snitches by night. That kind of thing. But they double cross each other all the time because it's survival of the fittest. Now, the next train will be coming in here soon enough. Let's see just how long this guy is going to stage his stakeout. Did I say stakeout? Yes, I did, because most likely this was training exercises from law enforcement. Now, I'm going to focus our attention on this individual right here for a second, because he's staged to be here. He's staged also to be a distraction. He's staged to be the snitch that he was called to be, and he is just keeping track of activity. Now, most people who know when the next train is coming, they are just acting a little bit different. This guy, unless he know he just missed his train, he wouldn't just show up on the scene like this. And if he know he missed his train, see, now somebody must have told him that he's being filmed. So now he's moving away out of my sight, supposedly. Yep. Somebody just told him. Yeah, she's seen you. Move out of there. That's what he's being told. So I guess now he's going to look normal. And he's going to go sit down probably on the side somewhere. Yeah, he'll stay right over here. And then a lot of times what will happen right here is he'll lean over this banister when I come up the ramp, and he'll take my picture. Then that'll be the first picture of the day, maybe the second, where people actually get to see what I look like, what I'm wearing, how my hair is done, what shoes I got on, and all of that, so that they could share this information with other gang stalkers. Now, this is not a new position. That's why I could tell you exactly what he is planning, because this has been done so many different times. People are like robots nowadays. They don't have a brain to think for themselves. And we'll just take notice again of more people coming in.
The pianist is Alexander Imelda Khan, the prelude
Which is not by chance or accident.
Here on WQXR. Elliot Forrest in for Jeff Spurgeon, just a couple of seconds before 8:30. It's Monday, which means it's time to start your week with WQXR.
And she's not running for the train.
Trivia. Yes, New Yorkers can be proud
She's
of a lot. So
taking her
smarter
position.
than the rest of the world, or we like to think so. And now's your chance to prove it. There's a huge rock.
It's the next one, taking her
end
position.
of Central Park, right by the
A lot of
ball field.
times it's a distraction, so that person can probably take my
You see
picture,
people climbing it all
or at
the
least
time.
communicate where I'm
Rock
at.
has a popular name inspired by one of
Oh,
New York's
wow.
most,
This guy back
most
here
abundant animals.
just stays in his car.
What's the name of the bouldering rock? No Googling. If you know the answer, call me, 646-829.
And here they start to crowd in.
646-829.
There's another one.
If you know the name.
She's coming in.
Just by the ball fields in Central Park. First person to reach me with the correct answer.
Now, it's probably about 20
starting
minutes in the next
is caller
train.
number 5 will be declared.
So you might be thinking to yourself, yeah, she's
she's
getting in position or she's waiting for her train.
4065 is the number to call. Call now. And good luck.
So this person is waiting right here so that when I come up the ramp, she could snap a picture of me from behind. How do I know that? That's what they do. It's like clockwork. I mean, actually, I'm amazed as to how many people are not in jail, which then goes back to the police officers who are obviously involved. they don't want these people to go to jail. They want them on the streets because they want them to be their eyes and their ears to the guy above them and the guy above them and the guy above them. She's on assignment and she's being told what to do, and she's getting a text. That's why she is looking like she's in her phone, because she is in her phone and someone is communicating with her and telling her what to do. Just like the guy up there is still walking back and forth. He's going to stay over there because his whole job is to try to get a picture of me as I come up the ramp. And that will also be, boom, his communication to let them know that I did come up the ramp, or that I did take, that he did take a picture of me. And now she no longer has her back turned because somebody told her that I know her back was turned because she's on her phone. You see how this is? And now I'm in my car and on my phone. So who do you think is listening to me? And who do you think is communicating to them? You know, the other day I saw a van. It had this really stupid looking advertisement on it. And this huge antenna stretching maybe about 4 or 5 feet into the air. Now, anybody who watches any kind of law enforcement, CIA, NSA type of show on TV automatically know what that is. But for you people who really don't know, that was not a real truck doing a real job. It was somebody who was trying to tap in via electronic airwaves into someone's private space. Now, the dummies don't know that. And the dummies are the ones who are being recruited to do this stuff right here. Not only are they dummies, and sorry to insult you all, but you really are a dummy if you sign up to be a gang stalker. I'll tell you why. Because somebody could tell you to stand over here on that cliff, hang over there. Oh, you might fall if you step to the left. You might fall if you step to the right. But just stand right there. And when you see this train come by, I want you to try your best to look through every single window and try not to get pushed over by the wind because of the velocity of the train is going so fast. But look inside every single window to see your target. Here's a picture of them. They're wearing X, Y, and Z. And when you see them, take a picture of them. Now, you got to be the biggest dummy in the world to risk your darn life for a $100 gift card. Really? You just have to be the biggest dummy. I'm sorry, but you have to be. Here's another one. Staged. And you know how I could point out these people so easily? Here's the thing. People are behaving as if they have a job that they regularly go to and work at. Half of these people I have never seen. And I've come to this train station at so many different times in the day. It's not even funny. I've come here as early as 6 o'clock. I've come as early as 7. I've come as early as 8. I used to come here at the same time every morning. I would see the same people every day. Just taking notice of some other people. This lady over here in this blue little car with this Rutgers University little tag on her car has been sitting here for a minute after she decided to take my picture. Because, of course, everybody's waiting for me to get out of the car. They got so many silly people. Just like this lady over here. No train came, but she just so happens to come over here all of a sudden. No train came or went at this station, but she just so happens to come over here. All the way over here. She's another distraction. So that people like her can grab a picture and walk away. Now, mind you, why is she here? And this new person is down here. And this lady is over here. Do you think that's by chance or by accident? No. And this guy is up here. And then this guy is still down here. Now, the really sad part is, this guy more than likely is the ringleader. And he's white. Sorry. But we know where we're going with this, don't we? This lady over here is black. This lady right here is black. This is a young Hispanic. And this lady is black. I don't know how long she needs to stand over here watching me in the rear view over here. I don't know how normal that's supposed to look. She just comes out of nowhere. And she stands over here with a cigarette. And she's looking at me through the reflection of either her glasses. No, she's not wearing any spy glasses. But she's looking at me from the reflection of the car. That's a bit normal, isn't it? No, it's not. She just comes out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. She just comes out of nowhere. And she's just there. Smoking a cigarette right there. Now, going back to the minority thing. Always gotta be some white man. And yes, I'm going there. Always gotta be some white man who needs to have the minorities enslaved or under his foot somehow. She finally gets out the car. Here we go. But she's about to get on the train. Ironically, this lady is gone. Where did she go? She's on the floor somewhere? She just disappeared like that.
Yepes, the guitarist from his Guitar Concerto #1 of Mauro Giuliani here on WQXR. 22 before 9 o'clock. Elliot Forrest in for Jeff Spurgeon. Hold all your calls.
Just disappear like that. Let's get back to this truck.
Who today has been
because we got a lot of distractions and diversions for whatever
He
reason.
knew that the big rock by the Central Park ball field is known as Rat
Yeah,
Rock.
there always got to be some white or rich person holding a bunch of minorities
Today I'll be sending Andrew
under his thumb or her thumb throughout all of history. That's always the way it is. The Emancipation Proclamation was a hoax because they changed that, and slavery still exists in one shape, form, or another. Now this black lady by this black truck supposedly just went poof. I don't see her anywhere on the platform, and she's not by this truck. Now, I'm not going to focus on every single car that pulls up, because some people actually are just waiting for the right time to pull up to get on their train. That's normal. That's why a lot of these people are doing it, because they're trying to look normal and they're trying to act normal, but they're not normal, so that's why they stand out. Just like if I'm holding my phone to my ear having a phone conversation, I don't need to have my neck and my head at strange angles to talk. But I do if I want to take your picture. I'll turn my head all the way around. Or I'll put my phone in this really interesting angle just so that I could take your picture. Now, I'm focused up here on the platform because I'm curious to see now what's going to happen with all of these people on the platform. And look at this lady just pops back up after being on the ground for like so long. Now, I guess she needed to come all the way over here to clean herself or fix her clothes or whatever it is that she's supposed to be doing. But it's a bit strange she has her back to me the whole time. That's strange. It's strange that she just pops up out of nowhere and she's standing over here by my car. Well, 2 cars away. That's strange. And she's not even thinking about the train. She also seems to be a bit disturbed that I'm taking her picture. Well, yes, because you're being strange. Going back to these gang stalking recruits, you also have to be dumb not to do something so outlandish like these people are asking them to do. We have to be really dumb to think that you're not being stalked. Because I already know that there are some people who are being stalked. Now we got a little lady over here. I seen a car pass, but I also seen the people get out of the car, and this lady just seems to pop up out of nowhere. Just boop, pop up out of nowhere. You know what that tells me? That she was sitting in some car somewhere, because another car didn't just come by. And this lady's still over here. She must be assigned to make sure that I get on the train, because she doesn't care about getting on the train herself. And see, the thing about it is they're glued to the phone all day. They're being told what to do, where to go. They don't have freedom. That's one of the reasons why they tried so hard to make their targets feel so little, because they feel little control. They feel vulnerable themselves, because if they don't do what they're supposed to do, they'll become a target. They have no freedom. They have no liberty. They gave it up. They put a price tag on their freedom and they sold it for a moment of pleasure. And then they got tired of it. But they don't have any other choice now, because it's practically like blood in, blood out. And a soul they sold. Now it's funny, this lady comes out of her car, but she missed 2 trains. Isn't that interesting? I say 2 trains because I missed 1 train sitting here, and she didn't come out the car then, which means that she had to have been in the car before I got here. So she must have been waiting for me and realized I didn't get on the last train, so now she has a chance to get on her train. This lady right here. This lady over here is still here, so she must not be caring about this next train that she's about to miss. And I know she's waiting for me to get out so she can take my picture. That's the whole reason why she has her phone in her hand. She's probably getting a message in her hands, in her phone, being told to get on this train, because I'm sure I'm not her only target anyways. And we got a whole group of people over here. And believe you me, there's a whole platform